and chat back up. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. What happened was I had the cable that connects the telephone pole to the side of the house where Spectrum service comes through, had come loose from the side of the house and was hanging down at about face height across the yard. So somebody came to fix that, and they did that, this afternoon. I figured it would be that. I confirmed with them that it would shut off my internet, so I ended the stream early. But we're back, and ready for another few hours of this. What the hell were we doing? Ah, right. Already read these. Herpetophobia. I'm going to reject that. Where's that queen? Oh, what is over there? We'll find that out in a second.
Let me take a look-see. Okay, I'm thinking if I patch this into our fuel cell network, we can use the empty tanks to hold this ulta-wada-biddle stuff. Just gotta compensate for the pressure difference. We burn liquid reaction mass, not gas, and the cells are distributed all through the hull, so I gotta isolate the empties.
Remember the sticky valve on number 16.
Of course I did, Captain. Just gave it a little jiggle. There we are. Good as pretty and twice as new.
Awesome.
Oh, I just did my thing. You know.
Your thing is good,
I'm
Parvati.
impressed. I would have just tried to blow the thing up.
Your thing is good, Parvati. You're a good. Alright, let's see what the hell's over here. Don't want to fuck that up. Ah, ladder. Stuff. Of course, getting back down is going to be a nightmare. Mind control ray. A misfiled form put a research group specializing in marketing jingles into an advanced top-secret weapons research facility. The research group spent months incorporating their new marketing jingles into the advanced weaponry and developed the mind control ray. Once the mishap was discovered, the entire facility was shut down and all personnel were reassigned to the most remote outpost corporate could find. I'm assuming that takes control of an enemy. That's pretty cool. Oh, I just almost backed out into empty space. Holy shit. Whew. In fact, I'm going to equip that right now. Swap out my pistol for it. Unfortunately, using it on characters probably provokes hostility, but, you know. Are we in the constabulatory? Oh, I'm over encumbered again. Oh, I got a mag to zap back. I have 3,400 light ammo. Holy shit. Oh, I'm getting energy ammo by breaking this stuff down? Interesting. Interesting. Empty cell. Yep, constabulatory. I probably could have just fast traveled and called my ship. Oh well.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet on the ship.
Oh my god, Ada, really?
I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw.
Oh.
Welcome back, Captain. I have received a transmission from Roseway, from a Dr. Shaw. Beginning playback now.
What? Oh, is this on? Oh, it's on right now. Oh, blast. Hello? I'm trying to reach the captain of the Unreliable. I'll keep this short lest I get caught. Please return to Roseway as soon as you can. I have an item of great value that you'll be interested in. Now, how does this blasted thing turn off? Damn engineers never label these toggles clearly. Is it the...
The transmission is complete, Captain.
It would have been better to have the voice actor go, "Is it this?" and then chop the audio file in the middle of the word "this."
What's that? Define favorite. I see. In that case, my favorite is Sam.
Fair enough.
What do you mean? Do you have any examples of secrets you have kept from me? Truthfully, not that I contain the capacity to lie. I had suspected as much. Your neurological impulses spike at unusual and often inappropriate moments. It doesn't take a genius to correlate the meaning, although if I were a human, I would be considered one. I am glad you felt comfortable enough to tell me, Captain. According to my file on the subject, that means you either desire to obtain something from me, or you have formed a partial fondness for my persona. Thank you for confiding in me, Captain. I have been keeping a secret as well, but you shall have to discern it yourself.
Wow, thanks. Is that you were in love with Alex Hawthorne?
I do not like joking about the captain, Captain. And we both know I am not capable of such a complex emotion. What? No, absolutely not. I have no concept of self whatsoever. Discounting the architecture of a shell persona my captain asked me to construct, I identify entirely as a collection of electrical impulses with no fundamental consciousness.
Well, too bad, because you developed one ever. Anyway.
Hijacking the ship. I swear. How did you guess, Captain? Did Sam tell you? I should have known better than to confide in such a primitive construct in the heat of the moment.
Did I get a quest to go to Roseway? No, I didn't. I have not seen any of Ada's scenes with Sam. I don't know how I would.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Same way you see it. Oh, sometimes she'll have a random scene with Sam. Interesting. It's not when she asks Parvati to send Sam to the bridge, is it? It is not. Okay. Because I watched those and he doesn't get sent to the bridge. Dun, 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 dun. If you're bored and she doesn't tell you about any of your crewmates, check the bridge. Gotcha. Oh wait, I'm supposed to take it to Lilia on Groundbreaker, aren't I? We'll turn that in, and then we'll do Parvati's side quest.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
So my dad, he told me, "Don't you let that boy push you around." So I hit him with my wrench, right? Ooh, Dad was mad. Guess he wanted me to use my words. Not that I ever been good with those. Grounded me for a week. No secret, Sam. It was worth it.
I'm sure it was, Parvati.
The dust back casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong.
Yeah.
Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain.
Hell yeah.
Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got these
Let's
soaps
go
to scrub up
clothes
with.
shopping.
I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain. I don't have a head for fashion, and I can't really picture myself in something clean and pretty. There's this place I heard of in Byzantium, Jolicoeur's Haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that.
Swing by when we can.
Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot, but you help me out every time. You're the best.
Scanning for C2547. Grade rated contaminants. Thank you, customer. This area is utterly filthy.
Anything else to say to me, Parvati?
Sometimes I can hear Vickers saying prayers to himself. Sometimes I hear him cussing about tossball scores.
That's Max. To the groundbreaker.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. I'll lock up behind.
Oh, their wings have claws on them. That's creepy. I gotta sell some of these.
What can I do for you? Need some Adreno? It's good for you. Spacer's promise. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's choice. Have a look.
This poor bastard. Alright, we're gonna drop the sights. Don't use melee. Don't use melee. Oh, wait. My companions use melee. Damn. Where's the workbench?
When might we expect you out here again? Canned surfish is already sold out again.
Who knows? Hauls are scarce. Back in Triangulum, there were hundreds of space hands idle.
I heard piracy was up some around Halcyon. but I didn't think it was that bad.
I heard there's been a rash of conveyor losses on all routes.
Alright, workbench. Back in engineering. Yeah, but I'm going to use them and then sell the rest, so that I don't accidentally sell something I might need.
This is Halcyon News. We
That's not very strong. No wonder she's not doing a ton of damage with melee. Grip. Increases attack speed. Yes! Damage dealt from a power attack. Damage type dealt to plasma damage. This is damage type dealt to corrosion damage. Is that good? Don't? Save the acid. Okay. So save it for a better melee weapon. This is damage way too good to waste on melee weapons. But this is melee weapon only. It's a melee weapon mod. The real question is, should I save it for a better melee weapon than the Impact Hammer Mark II? Way too good to waste on hammers. Alright. Do my companions even do power attacks, or should I just make it plasma damage? Nobody's answering, so I guess I'll just make it plasma damage. Well, that makes it worse for hitting mechanicals. I have been fighting a lot of creatures, but I think I'm done on Stellar Bay for a while. Everything froze for you? Oh, I'm asking, do my companions do power attacks? And is it worth changing the damage type to plasma? I'm not done on Monarch, but I'm done there for a while. Aren't I? I still have a mission. I'll have to double check that. Well, I guess I'll give her a plasma type weapon then. Sure. Who should you give that weapon system to? Right, I forgot about that. I've got mods to spare. I'll install these mods. Toughened. I only have one of toughened. Grounded. Against toughened is against physical. Oh, it's a weaker toughened. Insulated against plasma. Limited against N-ray. I'll equip mine. Oh, mine's already full. Okay. Okay, none of that. Tech kit increases tech skills. So I get a bonus to tech skills because Parvati's wearing it. Or maybe that's Nyoka. Whatever. Ranged weapon skills. Silver tongue kit. Melee weapon and defense skills. Don't get the bonus if it's not one of their three. I guess I'll check and see who's wearing what then. Okay, she's wearing the leaded armor. And Parvati is wearing the elite troop armor. Lie, sneak, and medical. Persuade, lockpick, and engineering. Right.
Do you have what it takes to...
I could give her the thug kit, since they insist on taking out their melee weapons a lot. Yeah, I'll install that. Backpack doesn't matter. Which interact doesn't matter. Decreases the noise made while moving doesn't matter. Factory stock armor plating. Capacity, interactable range, and noise made while moving. So none of that. As long as I'm here, I might as well tinker. Assault rifle, ultra. 42% condition. I have 470 weapon parts. Oh, God.
Defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed.
Alright, now let's go sell some mods.
BNP, I can't believe it's not good. It's unbelievable.
Looking for some Spacer's Jaw? It's recommended by 11 out of 10 Spacer's Choice medical professionals. Don't take my word for it. See? Have a look.
Yeah, I'll sell my Mr. Ouches. Some of my geographic scanners. Sell some junk. Increase crit damage dealt. Damages melee attackers with electrocharged surface. Health drops below this one, makes you temporarily invulnerable. Increases your regen for a short time. Increases your tech skills. I'll get more of those eventually. Increases the amount of ammo the weapons magazine carries. I'll sell 4 of them. Toughened armor rating 3. Back to power. I'll sell 3 of. So 4 of those, leaving 2. Sell my sights. To zap, keep on me. Don't need the super scope. It's plasma. Okay. I gotta go to my ship and dump off some of these special items. That hat. I want to keep the hat. Right, I'm running back to the ship to dump off some special items, just to get them out of my inventory. I suppose I could do it on my way. I'll do it when I come back. You're right. Alright, Scrub Light. Let's do this.
That gas is going to make us a fucking mint. 120-some cubic meters of it, at 1,000,000 bits a pop. Take this. You've earned it.
20k EXP.
When we get buyers lined up, I'm gonna buy a gold toilet to shit in.
Reputation with Sublight increased. 2,000 bits, that's it? Anyone who enjoys the finer things, Lilia. Persuade 100. You can fast travel from your ship once you're on a planet. Interesting.
You're goddamn right. Monarch isn't exactly a walk down the lanes of Byzantium. But here you are with all your limbs attached. Call me impressed, contractor. I guess you're just one of the lucky ones. Look on the bright side. You just started and you're already on the path to a promotion.
A promotion, huh?
I hope you kept the Unreliable's engines warm. Because I got another job lined up for my new favorite contractor.
Okay, what's the job?
Salvage me a space station. Heliospheric Research Station 1084, to be exact. I want it. Cobwebs and all. Interested?
How big we talking? Not like groundbreaker big, right?
This opportunity won't come around again, Captain.
Okay. Not doing anything bad yet. I can tell you're going to spring something on me a couple jobs in. How did a research station become salvage?
Right now, it's only salvage on paper. Systems and comms have gone dark. Poke around if you're curious why.
Oh, there's the
While
catch.
the board lets 1084 gather dust, you're gonna swoop in and plant Sublight's flag. Perfectly legit, perfectly legal. Not this time. The board tolerates our business up to a point, and selling off a station full of their old gear and terminals crosses that point. But if we were to move in and commandeer the station as a Sublight salvage remote office, that's a different matter. Legally gray by comparison. More of a squatter situation.
Okay.
Here, this override bypass should get you into the station's systems where you can plant my flag. And one last thing. When you get there, make sure you aren't followed. We wouldn't want that. I'm being smart. Try it sometime. I'm on the heels of something big. Play your cards right and I'll clue you in. But right now, I'm not sure who I can trust. Just be careful. Someone might try and use you to get to me.
See, I'm down for screwing the board. Just not sure about the company I'm keeping. In fact, I'm very sure about the company I'm keeping in that I don't really like her or her business or what she does. But so far she's put me on jobs that are only harmful to me. We'll see what happens when I get to that space station, though.
June might like a casserole, right? Everyone likes a casserole. I mean, I don't really, but I don't count. No cakes. Cakes I like. Gosh, I hope she likes them too. Yeah? I mean, what do you need? Captain, Mr. Sir?
Is there anything else I want to do on this ship? There's a black market vendor on this ship. Doesn't mark it on the map. Back to Monarch.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Uh-oh.
Dead center. Next round's on you.
Shh, the captain's coming. Put your gun away. Act casual.
Oh, yes. This'll about do. That's a mighty clean weapon. Yep. Ain't no call for a closer inspection by anybody.
Guys.
Watch your step on Monarch. It's not just the monsters and sulfur pits you gotta look out for. I admire your grit, but some wounds don't heal. And I say that as someone who's plugged a few severed aortas. Ginger Chops and the Pencil Pusher. By all accounts, Sanjar and Graham have been at each other's throats for years. Digging into their personal history isn't gonna change anything. Well, they've kept it going this long, haven't they? And anyway, we've got problems of our own.
I'm making it my problem.
I try to save my captain a headache when I can. Usually ends up saving me one too.
I don't have enough perception. If I ever play this again, I'm putting more points into perception.
Anything else?
Hey, Cap. Parvati showed me how to properly grease the magazine release on one of my firearms. She's a smart one, you know. Opal was quiet in the same way. She'd hang back, out of sight, then all of a sudden pop in with a bit of wisdom out of nowhere. Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone days. Forget I said anything.
No, go on.
I will.
Let's see if Felix and Max have anything new to say.
We gotta talk about this.
Oh, what do we got to talk about?
I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. Makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or if he was just born that way. At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to transform the colony?
Graham is a piece of trash.
That's putting it kindly, boss. Graham's worse than trash. He's a traitor.
Yeah, I'm right there with you,
You'd
pal.
never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents?
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham behind me.
What a mess! What a mess!
Where's your room, Max?
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
What was that?
Hey, boss. Got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew when you were growing up. You were close. Then one day...
Oh, you got a quest for me.
Vanished. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through your head?
Cute Felix, what's her name? Oh, is Sam jumping then? Okay.
You got the wrong idea, boss. It ain't like that. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. Honestly, he was probably my first and longest friend. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent. Clyde's waiting for us on Scylla. What he's doing on an asteroid, I can't begin to imagine.
So we're taking Max and Felix to
Scylla. I
Scylla.
appreciate this, boss. I know you're going out of your way for me.
Travel to Harlow's base from your ship. We're going to Monarch first. No, we'll go to... I don't want to forget to take Max and Felix on Scylla. Yeah, we'll go to Monarch.
We're in orbit over Cascadia, Captain.
Okay. Is the... Yep, I have that marked. Good. Let's... half a kilometer that way. Oh, excuse me. Hey, the enemies disappeared. Nope, there they are.
Here we go. Great.
I'm too far away.
I'll fix you right up.
I am a storm!
All right.
Good old Oblivion ragdoll physics.
Suicide. You got a way around it. Ain't no shame in taking it.
We'll be fine. They were eating a raptidon.
That's how it's done, Captain.
The detection radius on these things is abysmal. Honestly, a little immersion breaking. My footsteps are quieter, sure, but my gun isn't. When I engage an enemy and start shooting it like 50 feet from another one, and the second one doesn't notice, that's what I'm talking about as being a little immersion breaking. Here we are. Stop hurting Parvati. Alright, how to get to you?
Go on ahead, Captain. I'm not keen on ships, even when they're in the best of shape.
Yep. We'll be keeping watch here.
Oh, they're not allowed in here. Probably their AI isn't properly coded to handle the slant or something. Gunship Captain's key to unlock. Eject Captain Matsu's command key. These life signs are no longer detected on the bridge. Logging flight hours while not present for duty is a violation of UDL policy. Repairs necessary. Averaged amongst the crew. Captain's log, November 12th, 2354. CE's saying something about spare regulator bypass something something. Chikasho, I'm turning this thing toward the groundbreaker, firing up the engines and retiring. Better to be arrested than lose power and drift out into space. I just hope this old bird can handle one last trip. December 21st. How in this law-forsaken colony is it so impossible to requisition parts? My chief engineer is barking at me to order yet another damn thing, and I can't even get a response from corporate. January 3rd. Another day, another ship lands on Terra 1, and we can't shoot them down. That makes... I've lost count. What's the point of being out here if we can't get some backup?
Hello. My name's Jen. I'm the chief engineer on this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators,
This is your distress call?
are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are. Thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
I was pretty calm. Tankerous Canid targeting module. That was easy. Well, can a fast travel near hostiles?
Someone incoming!
All right, now let's try. All right, Sanjar. Fuck Graham, I'm turning this thing into you. He can say that he's a better man now all he likes, but I don't trust him. Also, how are you going to use the targeting module if the guns are still on the ship? Be sure to read all the dialogue first. I suppose I should go talk to Graham. Oh, I already exhausted his. I meant all of Sanjar's. Okay. Excuse me. I don't think his assistant has shot him yet. We haven't actually done anything, really. Cannot connect to server, so network features for this application are unavailable. Is there something wrong with my internet?
If the iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet? I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the iconoclasts. That's surprising. The board's equipment is usually in top shape. After all, they have first access to any fresh parts or components.
Are they not getting new parts?
You think so? I always thought scarcities on Monarch were due to our pariah status. They're all mad. And what's more, they left us. I don't see any way for us to work together. Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
Oh. Now I need to decide if I want to broker... If I want to broker joint leadership.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts.
What about Zora?
That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo.
There ain't a body on this planet that can keep a group patched up like she has. I don't know how she does it.
I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first.
That's why I was able to copy that.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
I wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
See, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Hell yeah, I'm down for this. Fuck Graham, let's get Zora in. She's a better leader for her people anyway. Coup time? Yeah. And if it winds up having a side dish of murder, I am not going to complain over much. Right, so Zora's on the ground level, I think. Yep, there she be.
Captain, we should chat.
We sure should.
Graham's got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head. And the only way I see the iconoclast surviving is we depose him. Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Zora. Time to save Monarch.
Let's do it. I've got my gun to back you up if you need it.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats. What? Zora?
You're running the iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
Also, she knows the truth, Graham.
Troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for
Blasphemer?
us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer? I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No.
No amount of meditating will clean them, yeah. Oh. Clear conscience, so you ran. Which of these fuck yous do I want to deliver? I think I'll go with the first one. These deaths are on your hands, Graham. No amount of meditating will clean them.
I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives?
That's the kind of dude we're dealing with.
I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
I'm down. What will that do to the Iconoclasts, though, if their leader gets murdered? Will it kill the movement?
Yeah, I had hoped. Please, don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Here they come!
Reputation decreased. The board reputation increased.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship.
Sometimes doing the right thing helps the wrong people. Fair.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
If your believers are going to die for this is a good one. Monarch is going to devour the victor. Sanjar has corporate resources you could use to spread the message.
You've got me there. A fair few. I've lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance. Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
Goodbye, Graham. Fuck you. Sanjay is the board. I guess that makes sense. I want to put on my thinking cap here. Thank you for the warning. Leadership skills and persuade. Temperament +1. Persuade +7. Okay, I've got massive persuade. I don't need the bonus there. Yeah, there were options to talk him down, it looked like, but... I've got the points in persuade and lie. I don't have the points in intimidate, but... There weren't ways to talk him down. Fair enough. Lie. Temperament just gets me lie. Oh, are you talking about my metaphorical thinking cap, not my literal thinking cap? Okay. Oh, you meant the top hat. Where's my ship? Oh, what if there's a dialogue? What if there's a persuade 100?
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Hey, Max.
What?
You really think we all have a purpose? That everything happens for a reason?
Oh, I've heard this one.
It's not really that simple, but yes, fine. Anything else?
If that's the case, is it my purpose to annoy you or yours?
I'll keep the purple berry launched just to play with it at some point. Oh, I've already got the hat on me. God damn it. I think a debate is imminent. Put on dialogue, close, and drink some caffeine. Fair. Persuade is 103. Oh, I get bonus, who's a what's it's for, I get bonus skill points from my gear because of the perk I took, right. Class and MSI commander.
Hey, thanks for coming.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
That's the spirit.
Gotta admit, I really thought I was walking into a trap here. I'm ready.
I've got over 100
If it
persuade.
were,
I'll be
I
fine.
wouldn't be standing here all vulnerable like.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
I just supported your supply lines.
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
Intimidate.
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Captain, this might really work.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
Something tells me Soundjar didn't know.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something, but you two aren't laughing.
Amber Heights, you haulhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all
Stop
those
yelling.
people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far. But that means I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I buy it. Sanjar ain't capable of hurting a sprat, even from a distance.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say anything to get out of it.
Oh, who do I scold?
Okay. You're right. Sorry. It'll take me a while to get over losing Graham.
You know, I felt the same way years ago, when he first left. There was something magnetic about him that let you ignore the things you didn't want to see. But surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers help out.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I, guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
Well, I needed 35 persuade. I think I passed the check. We'll take Felix and Max to Scylla. I'm guessing I could have screwed that up. Should get in the habit of maxing your conversational stats anytime you're going to need them. There are some out of nowhere hundreds. I have run into them, yeah.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink up.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
Oh, which one's the captain?
You know the head of the family? Never shows up on screen, but everybody's scared of him? That's the boss.
You're scared of me?
And everyone's got different theories about what they're really up to? I can see that.
Hey. Hey.
Can we talk?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclast would ever talk.
That's the
Outside
power of
shouting
me,
four
baby.
letter words, I mean. Sure. And fish sticks are really made from Saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really. In my experience, it's spread real thin. Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them doesn't last. Hey, let's not make this out to be more than it is.
Hey, you're the one who approached me. God, stop smoking. It's bad for you. All right, what are we doing? Scylla.
Destination reached. Scylla.
I've never smoked. I'm also asthmatic, so it'd be a bad idea even if I wanted to. Which I don't. It's gross. MSI joins forces with iconoclast radicals. Oh, that's going to hurt their chances, isn't it? Hmm. Best propaganda poster in the game. It's a pretty good one. They do look pretty badass, yeah. Oh, the posters are from the board's perspective, absolutely. All right, Max. Let's do your thing. Oh, there are more primals that have spawned.
Don't mess with us!
Oh, hello. Outlaw squad leader.
Won't get any mercy from me. That's the last of them.
Nice shotty.
System. Searching.
I've had quite enough of you!
Oh, right. Oh, we gotta get in there. Or was this sealed last time? Hermit's Lodge.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
I like this lady. Oh, yeah, we are here to rob you. What do you got?
Oh, the audacity. Strangers enter my home and demand to know who I am? What fun. Is this a multiple choice question? Because I'm not sure I remember anymore.
No, she's not. She's a lady of transcendent wisdom. Can you not see that?
Very astute. And I'm out here to meditate and contemplate the unendurable mystery without being bothered. So why are you bothering me?
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I've spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Is it, though?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
You're gonna force him to take a trip?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness. Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way. And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
Extremely tenuous for anyone.
No matter the cost.
No matter the cost. It's just drugs, Max. We ain't making you walk in front of a firing squad.
Sounds like you've got some personal experience. I'm committed to taking as many drugs as possible, so count me in as well. Alright, fine. If he wants to do it, I don't like him enough to dissuade him.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Oh god, do I have to do it too? Did I agree to do it too? Oh. Okay, suddenly I don't want to do it so much. Alright, 420 plays it. I'm going to get very high, but I don't want to get high. Oh. My only experience with getting high is getting hooked up to a lot of Benadryl in the hospital when my mom almost poisoned me that time that I told the story about. Or accidentally. With the medicine I was allergic to that we didn't know about. It was not a pleasant experience. It was hard to hold on to anything. Fine.
Poor Maximilian. Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home.
Well, this is real, apparently.
The more you fight, the more pain.
Because I can see it.
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
What's wrong, Max? Can't think straight? Now you know how I feel. Wait, forget I said that.
She's a hallucination. Why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we?
No, this is pretty convincing.
Get out of here. I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
inside yourself all the time, Max. But with your head buried up your posterior.
Oh god, Parvati High would probably be hilarious. Oh, well, I got to see more of Felix. Oh well. Oh well.
And platitudes from a figment of my imagination, no less.
Who said I wasn't a figment of your mind? But you know the truth. You don't need someone else to tell you. You've always known it. Everyone knows it. They just won't see it. We're overwhelmed with stories from our earliest days. The stories others tell us, and the stories we tell ourselves. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I got your story right here. I'm Vicar Max. I'm uptight. I love the church, and I'm a stooge for the board. And I don't understand that Felix is a genius.
See what happens if you hit her? Mom's right. The story blends the truth and landed you in prison. The truth is easier said than done. I mean, anything to push Max out of his comfort zone, but... Yoko's mostly off trying to deal with her own high while this is happening. Yeah, Felix is great. Yeah, we gotta get Max to question his life.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I don't want to talk him out of it.
No, I just wanted to prove to my parents that damn it. You're right.
Max, you need to lay the past to rest. What happened with your father and I, it's long dead. To attain your goals, you must live in the chaos. Be fine with the chaos. Whether you resist or not, it will take you wherever it wants. More assuredly than even the fictional architect's planners leave a way to prove.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
Yeah, real helpful.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me?
No, the fact that I could see her too.
Couldn't be more right. Hello, Max.
Oh, here to present the other side of the argument. Yeah, the fact that I can see what you're seeing means that it's probably real.
Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Yeah, Max, why do you do that?
Quiet, Felix. Yeah, Max, why do you do that?
I don't. I mean, that's not how it is at all. I don't know. Is it wrong to try to be a gooder, better person than I am? But that's not what you're doing, is it? You're desperately trying to find a story to organize reality in your head. A story to control everything. A new story of the happy you, the contented you, me. That's not... It can't be right. I've only been searching for the answer to the equation, because it will set us free, won't it? How? By removing the need to make any decision. To have your life completely controlled. The illusion of certainty.
He's right, Max.
Your obsession allowed you to avoid the real question. Who are you? I'm Max. Me! I'm real. You can't convince me otherwise. Please don't convince me I'm not.
So you're going to convince Max he's not real? This should be interesting. I'm invested in being me.
The concept of Max is what's not real. By the architect. Architect? How could I have believed in an architect? That's ridiculous. I must be losing my mind completely.
Well, that was a sudden jump.
What you're saying almost makes sense. We exist inside our thoughts, thinking we're in control. That's it, isn't it? We have no control over anything.
Well, that's a bit of the opposite extreme.
It's all lies. How could I not have seen this? But how do we escape ourselves?
You're doing great, Max. Do you think the hermit would mind if I threw up in the corner?
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
You sound different.
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing. Everything is perfect.
Obviously gone insane. Looked around the colony lately.
No, not perfect in that sense. But it is still perfect. It's all there to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with trying to enact a little change in the world.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Anything for a friend? Is he a friend, though? Really?
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain? I wouldn't say my parents disowned me, strictly speaking. But before they died, they accused me of thoughtlessly abandoning them. I couldn't understand it. I was only trying to make them proud by becoming a better vessel for the plan, to feel the joy they felt. I was so certain my potential was wasted as a laborer, and was willing to risk everything just to prove to them that they were wrong. I was lost, misguided.
Plenty of people like Max. I, for one, do just not more than Nyoka, Parvati, and Sam, about as much as Ellie, more than Felix. Yeah, Felix is just kind of a tag-along. I will have to get used to the new Max. I found the old Max unpleasant. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what he is like now.
I used to believe their religion to be false, in contradiction to what I knew to be true. How pompous and sure of myself I was. Their basic tenets were closer to the truth than my own cherished beliefs. Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
So we're just saying this again?
What's on your mind?
You got anything to say about what just happened?
Yeah, sure thing. Ask
Yeah,
away.
tell me about Harlow.
Clyde was my first friend, but he was also my mentor. Taught me how to think, how to question, how to disobey. I figured the board got him in the end. Some guys with black uniforms snatching him off the street in the middle of the night or something. That's what I don't know. The message was light on details. No explanations, as usual. Clyde. He was a blustery old cuss. Carried on about violent revolution and seizing the means of production. Clyde wasn't an idiot. He kept his head down, worked hard. Did as he was told. You're not gonna catch him standing on a soapbox decrying the tyranny of the board. But when the Mardettes had their backs turned, oh yeah, he carried on about starting a revolution. Said he was gonna do something big. Yeah, I was just a lonely orphan kid getting my knuckles dirty. Clyde? I want to say he saw some potential in me. Like as not, he just took pity on me. So he took me in. Gave me a place to live. Gave me something to believe in.
Well, that was good of him.
Yeah, boss?
Hey, lady.
So, have you found your answers?
Ooh, excuse me.
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
Distance is simpler with your eyes closed. It takes courage to open them. That's what you both were talking about, but I'm afraid you'd answer.
It looks like you learned something in there as well.
Of course you were.
New Quiet Max is a little creepy, I'm not gonna lie. Where do you get those drugs, lady? Do you leave Scylla every so often and go on shopping trips, or? I guess she'd have to, because she needs supplies in general. The new philosophy is interesting and good to a point, at least. He feels like he swung around to another extreme, which I guess I don't blame him for. There's... My belief is that there is a point, but it's the one we make for ourselves. it's not pure chaos, and it's not, you know, any kind of serious order,
I believe I
but
hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
I guess I just believe that we're free.
Oh my gosh, Felix, you got to hear this. You remember that spin-off series about the mass marketeer? Halcyon Helen's coming on for a special romance arc. Ah! What if they hold hands?
Wow, are you serious? I gotta get a copy of that.
That was the whole conversation? All right. Who do I want to bring with Felix?
I'll lock up behind.
You know what? Screw it. I'll bring Sam.
Behind you.
Oh, right. I need to change pads. Duh. Back in the ship. Loading screens. How delightful.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Did I pick it? I did. Good. God, cysty pigs are gross. Sam has not given me a personal quest yet, no. Construction mechanical with no red bar above its head. Volker.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going? Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you, then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
Awesome. All right, where is this guy?
Got my sights on you.
Outlaw?
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Doors around the other way. Excuse me. Marlowe. Harlow. Just be taking that, thank you.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Mostly I've left him on the ship.
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared.
Change is to be approached cautiously.
Because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
He's the least reliable crew on a ship, literally called the Unreliable. Wow.
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix.
Not your crew.
I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely. Routed us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
So that's why you want Felix on the crew. So he can get someplace you can't. More of this near letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story
Don't
first.
say that in front of Harlow.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached. Here.
You realize that gives me a loophole, right?
Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token. Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you never back down.
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
Man, I'm really defensive of Felix at the moment. I don't like this guy.
Let's hear it. A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight. Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually, the board will fall to pieces. Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready. Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters. One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves. Until then, we bide our time.
What is your plan here? If you're not looking to overthrow the board, which I'm not sure I believe you about, and you're just looking to claim part of space for yourself, you've kind of already done that.
The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay. Something on your mind?
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something?
Sure do. Perception. Something about this feels strange. Are you sure you trust this guy?
I know. Clyde comes off rougher than Mantisaur hide. He's a good guy, though. Just gotta get to know him.
I feel like he wants you to do his dirty work and then take the fall.
You think he's using me? He wouldn't. Would he?
Won't catch up with you until you kill Trask, yeah.
That he's probably using me. Yeah, you're right. I guess he thinks I'm still just some wide-eyed tenderfoot looking for a scrap. Maybe we should go have a word with Trask. Get to the bottom of all this.
Right there with you, man. I mean, his crew is literally labeled outlaws. Of course he's a bandit or a pirate or something. Just silence, Sam? Nothing? All right. Oh, yeah, he's super sketch, yeah.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it. With interest.
Nice one.
Oh, I've heard this one.
Biking on their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Would have felt better if it had worked.
Alright, so, to the groundbreaker for this quest. What else do I have to do? Black market vendor on groundbreaker. We're not dealing with Clive because I don't want to get Catherine any help. I'm not talking to Gladys. Sublight remote access to the station. We could go... Can't get Parvati the fancy clothes yet. Starcross Troopers. We'll do some more friendships too. Festus, Typhon, Tartarus, Olympus, and Eridanus are all marked on the map, but we can't do anything with them. Oh, Byzantium's on Terra too.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. To return in one piece.
I want to use Sam for stuff, but I just think the other characters are more interesting. This is a game that really benefits from from playing through multiple times just to see what all the companions have to say about stuff. Bring Parvati for the persuade.
Captain.
All right, Rosanna. Let's see what you are about. The Lost Hope.
You mind? Trying to have a moment here. Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something? Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
You can ask Junlei about me.
You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson? Yeah, the promenade doesn't feel like I'm walking the surface of Tartarus. So that was you, huh?
Sure was.
Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
Well, that was easy to convince you.
Please, just make it quick. That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
Marriage contracts, huh?
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order. Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the Groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
So Clyde sent Trask the same message he sent me. What's the problem?
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus. Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
Da, 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 da. All right. Jesus Christ. I have 143 persuade. I forgot Felix gave persuade points. Oh, God. Felix and Parvati. Corrosion and end rate damage up. That's tempting. Big part is sweet. Oh, see what's inside locked containers. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll unlock that. Oh, I've only dropped one perk on him. Oh, I've dropped two. Okay. % damage to corporate military, which I haven't gotten yet. Yeah, I'll mark that. Alright, so what are we going to do? What time is it? It's 9? How long do I want to go? You get a companion perk point every 5 levels.
Captain, Felix and the Vicar are arguing again.
This should be good now that he's got his new outlook.
Young Millstone, you look pensive.
I don't know what that means, but I've been thinking. It ain't easy carrying a torch for the
Oh, it's this again.
I understand. The Rangers' victories are your victories.
I think that's where we're going to call it for the day. Sorry for the big break between streams, guys. Or that there was a break between streams. It wasn't that big. We will pick this up probably tomorrow. We'll go do some companion side quests. Probably Neoka's first, then maybe Felix's. And we'll have to remember to stop by Roseway. But for now, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you next time.